Welcome back, guys, to Trails in the Sky, where last episode we won our tournament, beating Lieutenant Lawrence, and now claiming our prize shortly. A lovely banquet, a dinner, but Olivier has left us taken away once more. But Zin, with his win, will be sure to dine on fine wines and all that jazz as we move on, which I don't exactly know where to go from here, now that we've won. I mean, we're going to report, aren't we? We're going to report. That's a great idea. Reporting is always good. Thank you, Costas. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for the follow as we start off the day. It's always good to report these things, isn't it? I've already heard. Congratulations on your victory. Thanks, Elnan. Kurt tells me it was quite a sight to behold. It sure was, I guess. I don't think we'll be able to take them in another fight, though. Not easily, at any rate. Some say victory is equal parts effort and luck, but it seems that the two of you have discovered some secret third influence. With each passing day, one's skills are further honed. As time passes, you'll grow into that victory and realize you truly did earn it. You think so? Yeah, I really like your pep talks. Well done, Irina, and good luck tonight at the victory banquet as well. Thanks, we'll need it. We won't need it at the victory banquet. Right, so we didn't want to report. Let's just check if there's any other tasks going. What were we supposed to do again? Game! Tell me what I'm supposed to do. Rest somewhere, wasn't it? Oh god. How many quests can we get for the same person? The winner's been invited to the Royal Banquet. Let's ask Kana's team for their help. That's what we're going to do. We're finding Kana's team. Okay. I think. Can I even remember what I was doing? Already lost the intro. This is going well. Right, so we got to find Kana and crew, do we? To be honest, I want to rest somewhere as well because I don't like walking around with low HP totals at any point in time. Eat 30 curry. That is my mission.
Onwards.
That's my mission indeed. The guards are all running around the place. Oh my god, where have Kana and crew? That's for sure. Thank you for the sub, Owl. It's been a pleasure watching these streams over the last 16 months. Thank you very much for the kind words. Many more months to come. Well, I don't know where anyone is. Well, that's grand. Looks like the band's back together again. I see that Dad's the one who won the tournament. Of course, I'd have preferred to win it myself, but I'm not bitter. I was beaten fair and square. Great. I always know how to start things off without knowing what I'm doing. Well, if we're supposed to talk to these guys, Kana and crew, then I'll expect them to be somewhere around the center of the map, or at least in each area, one. Oh my god, where is she? Kana! Kana! We can't even go back in the Grand Arena. Congratulations on your stunning victory! Go team! I wasn't able to see your match, but I heard it was a heck of a thing to watch. Hope you enjoyed the dinner party. They promised some serious deliciousness. Oh no, I'm lost. So the Bracers won it, I hear. I kind of thought the special ops team would have the edge. Oh well, Bracers won fair and square. No getting around that. Yeah, we're the best. There's that woman walking around, being disgusted by that man every time. Ah, which one to choose? Ah, when there's a queue, I just can't make up my mind. Come on this way to the capital. I might as well enjoy my time here, you know. Yeah, we've already spoke to you. So there's one member of the Bracer team. And that's the thing about playing the game once every week. You kind of lose track of where you are. Oh, there's a blooming shop here. Well, I've not had a special ice cream before. So that's 1000 HP and restores 25 CP. That's pretty good. In fact, I've got loads of cash now. Why not? Splurge a little bit. It's not too bad. It's quite a nice restorative, isn't it? So I've got to find Kana and crew. What about Professor Alba now? He might be back here, to be honest. The museum director's been called out on another project. I think he's in pose now. Well, off he goes then. Hey, Professor. Hi, Estelle Joshua. That was an incredible match. Congratulations on your victory. Oh, shucks. 'Twant nothing. How have you been, Professor Alba? Found the meaning of life yet? Not quite, though that old text the museum asked me to decipher is coming along rather nicely. I also stumbled upon quite a few books I've been meaning to reference in my research, so overall it's been a successful day. Still, I have more work than I have time to do it. But isn't that always the way? Wow, I'm impressed, I must admit. I guess that's the kind of dedication it takes to be a professor. I sure couldn't do it, that's for sure. You can never stay in your seat for more than a minute at a time. Never mind actually doing research. Yeah, like I keep saying, sitting still always makes me sleepy. I have to move around just to stay awake. I'm not those fish, you know, the ones that die if they don't keep swimming. I gotta keep on swimming, forever and always, right through this aquarium called life, you know. Sure. Stop looking at me like that. That was poetic, man. Anyway, I'm glad to hear your research is going well. I owe it all to you. I may even be able to publish some results soon. Will it just keep swimming? Is that? Well, let's press it, Alba. I keep looking for other people we've seen to just chat to quickly. It's Kana we want to find. Wait, wouldn't Kana be in the guild itself? She could be upstairs. She does like to hang out. Oh, there! Ha! Congratulations! A big match like that is never going to be burned in my brain for a long time to come. I hope we can work alongside you guys one day. Except that's really not what we're doing. Which one is it we're doing? Just head to the castle? Well, I found people. It's Kurt as well. Hey, congratulations. That was an impressive match. Seeing your young braces in action is a pretty big motivator for the rest of us. I can't just let myself get left behind, you know. Don't worry. He worked it out in the end. It only took a couple of minutes, and we got to speak to the people and get congratulations. So I'll take anyone stroking my ego that way, you know. I'll take it when you can get it, right? Quick rest. I'll make sure our HPs fill up. Oops. Isn't this the second Kana we've met in a Nihon Falcom game? It is indeed. East 4, memories of Celceta, right? Different designs though, of course. Well, to the castle we go. Now that I've looked at the actually correct quest. Oh, then we're going to the castle already? Just to remind you, since we're going to be staying there after the party, we won't be able to leave until morning. Oh, okay. We won't just leave just yet. Back already? So we won't be able to leave until morning, so we're going to be sucked into a game segment in a way that it's kind of hinting at there being point of no return-ish. Or something like that, I don't know. So with that said and done... Ooh, should I check the shop to see if I've got a new edition of the bloody news? The bloody news, that's what it's called. Is there any new stuff to commemorate my victory? I admire Colonel Richard, but I still don't approve of his intelligent division or those special ops. Especially that witch captain with the squinty eyes. You can never go 2 seconds without making some sort of snarky comment. Do you think they'd have the thing out soon enough? No, I had a question for Neil, but I can't seem to find him. Any idea where he might be? Now to think about it, I haven't seen him for several days. Not too uncommon in this line of work though, I suppose. Oh, that doesn't sound like there'd be a new version of the paper out. That's not good. Alright, let's go in here, because supposedly something will happen here. It's Dorothy! Estelle and company! Congratulations, that was a simply amazing match. We've got so many great shots, I can't wait to show you. Indeed you can. Alright, we need to talk to you, I think. So the competition's done, is it? A victory banger in the castle. Lucky winners. Supposedly this guy, or someone in here, has something to do with the Carnelia books. Is what I've been told. But who? They still need to go back to one-on-one fights for next year's martial arts competition. That way there can be an actual Team Joshua for us to cheer on. Wait, Team Joshua? Really? Fangirls? I can't believe Lawrence lost. So lame. Team Joshua, Team Thingy. There haven't been any details yet about the Queen's illness. And she hasn't said anything herself, so maybe this is all just an out-of-control rumour. Maybe it is. Let's check the shop for news then, and then move on from there. Instantly, Joshua has fans. I'm not sure Estelle will be all that happy, though. Oh, I think we already checked. There was no newspaper. No newspaper. Shush, Sam. Go to the castle. It's time to have our meal. Instead of flop around the place a little bit. We met all the people of interest, though, by going. Yes, we are going to the castle's inn. We're finally getting there. Enter Grancel Castle. Well, let's show the gatekeeper our invitations, then. I don't know why I'm so nervous. Probably because we don't get invitations to big events like this very often. Hey, this is the castle of Her Majesty the Queen. Unless you have official business here, you need to leave. Hey! Hi there! We're sorry about the other day. Oh, it's you two. You're still staying in town? Yeah, we still have some business to take care of. We have a formal invitation, so by your leave, may we pass? A formal invitation? Received directly from His Grace. What? It's a giant! See, right here, written invitation. Handed over the invitation. Let's see. To Zin and his team, in appreciation for your performance in the competition, you are cordially invited to a dinner party. Okay, you guys were in the martial arts competition. Right, and I heard the winning team was led by Hyuji Sungai. So was that you? Haha, you got it. We would greatly appreciate your help. Makes sense. The head maid told us you'd be coming. You're missing someone. What happened to him? It's kind of impolite, I know, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to make it. We're the only ones coming. Ah, well that's a pity. No matter, please go on in. Now entering Zin and Company, victors of the martial arts competition. Open the gate. Yes, give me my open gate. Show me a life of opulence, of excess. Show me a banquet fit for victors. Wow, it's like the Hacking Gate, but there's something more impressive about it being part of a castle. I bet it's more solid too, since it's the royal castle. That's part of why it's impregnable. Ever since the nation was established, no enemy has ever broken through the Annenberg Wall. The capital's been ravaged by war numerous times as a result of mutinies and insurrections amongst the nobles. But even then, the castle held the rebel army at bay and protected the royal family and the refugees. What do the stories say? Wow, that's pretty neat. Very much the sort of tale one would expect from a nation with such history. Now, welcome to Her Majesty's Grancel Castle. Go right on in. You'll be met by a welcoming party inside. Enjoy your evening. Very extravagant. With guards at the sides, I see. Whoa! You could say that again. I've never seen anything that compares to this place. It's not just pretty, it's got history. I can really feel the traditions and rules of the old kingdom here. Welcome to Grancel Castle. You are Zinda's team, correct? Captain Amalthea. This isn't really unexpected, but even so. That's right, we come in the invitation of the good Duke. And, you are? Pardon me. I'm Captain Canon Amalthea of the Intelligence Division, head of Grancel Castle's defense. I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations for your championship victory. Watching the match was truly a spectacular experience. You're too kind, really. And may I say, I didn't know they made women as young and pretty as you into captains. You must do fine work. My, but you are the flatterer. But I'm not so young as your brace of friends. Estelle and Joshua Bright. It's been some time since the incident in Zeiss, hasn't it? Yeah, I guess it has. Quite some time. Unfortunately, the matter concerning Professor Russell is yet to be resolved. It appears that he and his granddaughter were abducted by a group of nefarious individuals. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you? I'm afraid not. We left that case up to the full-fledged bracers and came to Grancel. We never even heard the follow-up report on it. I see. That's truly a shame. Well, with the resources of the Intelligence Division, it's only a matter of time before the culprits are arrested. Have no fear on that score. What's the hell with her? Understood. We trust you to take care of the professor. Oh, absolutely. Now I must show you to your rooms. Shay, if you would please do the honours. Yes, ma'am. See to their needs, but do not bore them with any idle chatter. Do I make myself clear? Yes, ma'am. I understand. Very good. Now, everyone, I hope you enjoy your evening. For my part, I must bid you farewell. Now that is one fine woman. I hate to say this, but your taste in women is crap. There's nothing fine about that fox-faced harpy. I think that might just be his favourite type of women. Haha! I just tend to find that women like that turn out to be pretty good people, once you peel back a few layers, so to speak. You're hopeless. Not that it matters, but you really do sound like a dirty old man sometimes. Oh, my honour! Oh, sorry about that. You were supposed to show us to our room, right? Yes. Please allow me. Pardon my not saying before, but I'm Shay, a maid here at the castle. I will be at your service this evening from the dinner party until the morning. If anything is not to your satisfaction, please don't hesitate to let me know. Thank you very much. Will you please show us the room, then? Certainly. It's on the second floor. No, he's not going to peel back any skin. Figurative layers, man. Figurative. That's a bit of a walk, though. I mean, who needs a foyer like this massive? Especially when you're probably not going to do anything with the area. Oh, wow. Get a load of that chandelier. Talk about classy. Hush, Estelle. What's that way? That's the throne room. Her Majesty uses it to receive personal guests. It hasn't seen much use in recent days, though. I see. But is the Queen's condition really that bad? Isn't the birthday celebration coming up soon? Oh, no. It's just that it's the head maid who tends to her in the royal keep of late. I shouldn't speak on subjects about which I'm unfamiliar. Come then, shall we? Why all this empty space of nothing? This is the room where you'll be staying. Please go on in. Okay. Pardon us. I know that's the whole point. Wasted space. Grand designs to then show off how rich you are. But still, every time I just go, this is useless. Holy Stragers! I never imagined we'd ever stay in a place like this. Nice! This will make a good story for later. I believe there is still some time before the party. You are free to explore the castle, but the security areas are off limits. I ask that you refrain from entering those areas. Can you be a little more specific? Most significantly, the royal keep where the Queen resides. It is a small place of sorts built on the garden terrace on the roof. Garden terrace? That sounds nice. The terrace is where Her Majesty greets the people of Grancel from during the birthday festivities. So you cannot go into the royal keep itself, but you may visit the garden terrace if you like. As for the other restricted areas, there's the Royal Guard Room and also the Treasury, I believe. The Royal Guard Room? I guess there's still one for question about all that terrorist stuff. Yes. The Intelligence Division is currently occupying it. Entrance is restricted, so please abide by the rules. Understood. By the way, what are the others who were invited doing? They've already arrived. I imagine they're relaxing in their respective rooms. Alright. So Mayor Klaus is here too. Oh yes, he arrived some time ago. Now if you'll excuse me, I'll be off. If you need anything else, please contact the first floor waiting room. Now then. Estelle and Joshua exchanged a look that went unnoticed by Zin. Hey Zim, we want to go and walk around the castle for a little bit. We're back in time for the party. It must be nice to be so young. I'm worn out after the tournament. No problem. Have fun. Me, I'm going to kick back and relax in this oh so luxurious room. We need to get as much done as we can before the party starts. First, Julia told us that we have to talk to the head maid Hilda. I'd like to say hello to the other invitees too. We likely know most of them. Yeah, I guess we have got around a fair bit now. We're known to all the most important people of Liberal. Mayor Maybell? And Lila. Joshua, Estelle. Ah, here at last. I kept wondering when you'd get here. I was practically counting the seconds. So you invited here too, Mayor? Hey, wait, you were waiting for us? How do you know we were coming? I heard from Mayor Klaus. I heard about a pair of children who entered the tournament, won its championship, and were invited to a grand royal banquet in the castle. If I'd known, I would have cancelled my appointments and came to cheer you on. Begging your pardon, ma'am, but that would have been quite impossible given these circumstances. Yes, I'm aware. I'm trying to be polite. Don't worry. I know how busy you must be. I'm sure the Queen has no time to waste at a banquet, what with everything else going on. What is Duke Dunan thinking? That captain was so stubborn about inviting me too. I had no real choice but to accept. Do you mean Captain Malfia? Yes, that's her. Her words were polite enough, but she gave me an evil eye while she spoke them. I dared not refuse her request. I hadn't heard from General Morgan in quite some time. Wait, does that mean you haven't heard any word from the Hacking Gate? The General is unavailable, is the longest message I've been able to wring from them. It would seem he's busy with these anti-terrorist countermeasures, or what have you. I'd hoped he'd be in attendance at this banquet tonight. Well, I guess he couldn't pull himself away. What do you think about all of this, Mayor? Putting mayors from every city in the same place at a time like this? Well, if the Queen were to be in attendance, I would expect some announcement of no small importance. But as it is, this feels like the Duke has just too much on his greasy chubby hands. He's letting this position of royal proxy go to his head. That sounds about right. But there might still be some kind of official announcement, don't you think? Well, whatever may come of the night, the Grand Chef here is the best in all of the kingdom. I plan to enjoy the dinner, pay my respects to Her Majesty, and return to Beau's post haste. Indeed. Everyone's here. My mistress has been looking forward to seeing you again. Please come visit her in Beau's again sometime soon. Well, I would do if I could ever, really go back. Or had a point to, is more to the point. Oh, no one in this room. Where's Mayor Klaus? Klaus! Where are you, Klaus? Ah, Joshua! Estelle, you made it! It's been quite a while. Dean Collins? You invited to the banquet as well, sir? I just arrived today via airship and ruin. A little Mayol birdie told me you two won the tournament. Jill and everyone else will be so happy to hear it. Thank you. I had no idea we'd be seeing you here, Dean Collins. Dean Collins is a member of the Royal Assembly and a man of great respect in LaBelle. It's only fitting he be given a seat at this banquet. A man of great respect, he says. You flatter me, Mayor. What's the Royal Assembly? It's a meeting held once per year to address matters affecting the kingdom. The Queen, mayors of every city, and other representatives all come together to try solving various problems of state. Wow, sounds big. So all of these guys have been invited here tonight too? No, I'd say only about half. Her Majesty is still ill, and General Morgan is away on official military business, and Mayor Dalmore of Ruin was arrested in that nasty affair. And Professor Russell. He's a bit too entrenched in too many unknowns right now. We don't know how true all this talk is of the Royal Guardsmen being involved in some underground terrorist organization. It's hardly the time to be holding a feast all, if you ask me. Well, we can use this chance to see where Duke Dunan stands on all of these issues. We need his permission to have an audience with Her Majesty regardless. Yes, that's the biggest issue here, without a doubt. Barring us from seeing Her Majesty is the height of idiocy and mismanagement. I would like to pay my respects to Princess Claudia as well, but it's the same story. Princess Claudia's the Queen's granddaughter, right? Does she live here in the castle? No, it's my understanding her actual residence is elsewhere, but I'm told she's come to the capital as of a few days ago. She's here then? I'd really love to meet her. I'm sure you'll have a chance. Honestly, why would we be holding a banquet now under these circumstances? I can't fathom why the Duke would allow this. It's in poor taste at the least. It is. It's just circumventing the Queen herself, after all. By of which, we haven't really spoken to Zin again. I'm so hungry. Usually by this time I'm already in some bar stuffing my face. Is not food ready yet? I'm literally salivating thinking about this full-course dinner. I thought you'd be more interested in what level of alcohol they were providing. So that's everyone in the rooms, by the look of things. I was wondering if this is joined to the banquet hall. What's this, a study? A library? What are these people at the Intelligence Division up to? Taking important documents without official permission? Tell me more. So they're just taking things without asking, are they? We're going to do that too. A meeting with the Queen. Right, so that's towards the throne room, which we can go to, but we can't go down here because there's a guard. This is the Intelligence Division's office. Authorized personnel only. Keep your distance unless you're keen on getting arrested. So that's towards the barracks. Then we got this place. What the hell's this? With so few people, we can't possibly finish all this work. All the other officials were sent away on vacation by the Duke and forcibly removed from the castle. Oh, really? This is the government officials? This is where the government is run? This is the administrative room. This is where most of the actual ruling of LaBelle takes place. With Her Majesty ill, we're taking orders from the Duke. Sounds bad. Inept leadership's a theme currently, though, so we're all good. Ah! Now we're talking. The chef's place. The head chef is a real pro, specialising in imperial cuisine. Over 1,000 dishes of it, in fact. He's simply amazing! Yes, but does he have the god tongue like I have? The rat problem around here is starting to get out of control. I can't stand rats either, so this really sucks for me. You got a rat problem? Ah, I'm sorry, but we're not ready for you yet. I'm afraid we're still preparing dinner at the moment. Once it's done, though, we'll make sure everyone knows, and until then, your patience is greatly appreciated. Should have had Adol randomly eating food somewhere. That'd be cool, yeah. On yet another journey. Ooh, ooh. The entrance is firmly sealed. Interesting. There's actually a route down here. Oh, this is a restricted area. Suspicious individuals can and will be arrested on the spot, so watch yourselves. So that's going to take me up into the Imperial, the Intelligence Division HQ as well. I think we found some routes here. Sneaky, sneaky routes. Ah, this is where we'll be eating. It's just between you and me, but he has enough servants, but he keeps trying to convince Mistress Hilda to hire on more. So no one good end neither, I'm sure. Don't tell me they're all female. May I help you? I'm sorry to be rude, but I'm very busy right now preparing for the banquet. We're making Duke Dunan seem worse by the second. I just passed Duke Dunan in the hall a moment ago. I hate how he just stares at people menacingly. It's so rude. He does. What's with the red-haired maid trope here? Are you all ordered to dye your hair red, or are you of one long lineage of family of maids? You know why all these guests are really here? Because the Duke got bored, that's why. That man makes so much work for me, I swear. Are they all of one family? The genetics are strong. Well, let's go in the throne room. It's not off limits, I can check it out. No one can see me, right? Sure, sit down. That's the type of thing naughty children would do. Alright, more guest rooms, maybe? Hey! Estelle! Joshua! Mr. Murdoch, I thought you might be here. With mayoral class individuals on the guest list, we had a feeling you might also be in attendance. I must say, I never expected you two to win a tournament championship and end up hobnobbing in Grancel Castle. Cassius's kids to the bones, you are. It took more than our upbringing to get here. Lots of people helped along the way. So it's been a few days. Have there been any developments? Well, right after you left the capital, Captain Malfia from the Intelligence Division came knocking. She forced me to come to this banquet, but I kept my mouth shut about Lacedon Fortress. Professor Russell and company are still on the run too. The army hasn't found them yet. But the longer we keep this up, the less chance they have. It's really only a matter of time. I asked Captain Malfia if I could see Her Majesty and wish her well, but no luck. I was flat out refused. So in other words, we definitely aren't going to be able to do this the easy way. We sure aren't. But don't you worry, because we totally got that covered. We will get the Professor's message to Her Majesty, one way or another. It is a very small throne. It's a very understated throne. To be honest, of other thrones that I've seen in fiction of late, I prefer non-pointy thrones. For starters, comfortable should be best. I mean, I think all royalty should have racer chairs. They're quite comfortable with lumbar support. That's what I'd order in. The best chair with the best lumbar support. Alright, we can go up there or we can go through here. Here's a bar. This is the place to talk. Please come right in. For drinks, we have anything you can think of, be it alcoholic or non-alcoholic. Well, I'm a kid, so just give me the menu. Can't buy anything from him. No shopping by the look of it. That grass or moss? Oh wow, check that out. This must be the castle's garden terrace. I say so. You can see the whole lake from here, and it overlooks the town too. Must be great for reconnaissance. As nice as this is, we really don't have time to stop and enjoy it. We've got a job to do. So that's what I'm just wondering, considering it's cobblestone or built like a castle, it'd be very hard to get grass growing up here. So I'm guessing that's just a moss infestation. Why does that matter to me? I don't know. Why do I notice that first? I don't know. So this is where she addresses the nation from? That precipice. I wouldn't want to go up to someone like that to talk to a people. I'd be just so fearful of someone pushing me from behind. Oh! This must be the royal keep. Huh? Who are you? Hey, you two. We're here as guests of the Duke. Is this where Her Majesty lives? Of course it is. But for the last few days, she hasn't been feeling so well. She's not seeing anyone right now. Oh, you've got it all wrong. We weren't even thinking of that. I just thought it'd be amazing if she were to even take notice of us. Does Princess Claudia sleep here as well? No, it's just... Hey, the princess is focused on looking after Her Majesty. Neither of them has time to deal with the likes of you. Why not inquire as to what's going on here? Madame, we didn't know you were back already. The dinner party will be starting soon, so I will be returning to the maid quarters. And who are our guests? They're from the team that won the martial arts competition. It's only because of that victory that someone of a bracer's social standing would ever be invited here. A bracer's social standing? Such discourtesy! You would insult those who were personally invited to the royal's castle? No, that's not what... Those invited by the Duke should be treated with all the respect due to those invited by Her Majesty. I sincerely hope you have not forgotten that. Understood. Wow, she's intense. I wonder who she is. Madame, we can't just allow them to pass. Surely you understand the reasons that the Colonel laid out. Yes, and I'm quite tired of hearing them repeated to me. I'm terribly sorry, sir and madame. Security has been heightened, and as such the royal keep and its surroundings are off limits. If I may ask, would you mind waiting in your room until the dinner party begins? Alright. That's fine. We'll do as you ask. I apologise. We weren't trying to cause any trouble. Fine then. Just don't let it happen again. Safe return to you. I apologise that you were subjected to such dreadful behaviour. My name is Hilda. I'm the head maid of Grancel Castle, and I oversee all of the housekeeping duties. Aha! We had a feeling. Forgive my rudeness, but are we previously acquainted? Well, someone told us about you. Handed Julia's letter to Hilda. I know this handwriting. You see? We also have our brace emblems and identification with us. I see. Please come with me to the maid's sitting room. We can discuss the matter further once we are there. I understand. You need to deliver Professor Russell's message to Her Majesty, correct? Right. If now's not a good time, we can try later, but... No, it's not an issue. But those special ops men have had the royal keep under constant surveillance for some time now. Only the Duke, the Colonel, and hired attendants such as myself were allowed in. Which means that a private audience is probably a no-go. What do you think, Estelle? We could ask Hilda to relay the Professor's message to Her Majesty. No, I'd really rather speak to her face-to-face. There are just too many particulars we don't know that we'd really need to discuss directly. Like what Duke Dinan and Colonel Richard are after. Estelle and Joshua, I have a bit of an idea. Can I get you to return here once the dinner party is over? Why? Have you thought of a way for us to see Her Majesty? I believe I have. It may be difficult, but I think it's worth a try. I'm going to need some time to get ready, so can you come back after the dinner party? Awesome! Understood. We'll be back then. I'll be waiting. Food prep is done, so I think we'll begin serving shortly. For now, it's probably best if you wait in your room. I'll go work out how to get back here, though. The pre-cooking is done, so we'll be starting the banquet shortly. Please wait in your room. We'll call you when the time comes. Pre-cooking, eh? Right, so this is not the way to go. This is the maid's locker room. We'll be ready for dinner very, very soon. I'm very sorry for the wait. You should be like, why are you doing our locker room? Ah! Right, so that's there, which is... Oh, next to the banquet area. How did I miss that? How did I miss that door when I came out this way? Oh, whatever. Good eyes, that's what I've got the best. Hey guys, talk about being late. The party's about to start, you know. Sorry, we got so caught up in sightseeing that we lost track of time. Plus, we also talked to all of the mayors. Huh, well aren't we well connected? We're close friends with the mayor of Rollum. Plus, we met the other mayors in the course of our travels. Ah, I see. I guess your work as bracers has caused you to meet quite a few big shots. You two sure get around for junior bracers. Yeah, you might say that. Have you done any bracer assignments since we came to Grancel? I guess it's not all that different in other countries, right? Right, a full-fledged bracer nationality isn't an issue when it comes to work. The prelim fights and legal procedures at the embassy kept me too busy to get any actual work done, though. But hey, there are 4 other bracers on duty too, which isn't so bad. Plus, you did do work with us. You very much did. Normally, that would be enough to handle most cases, I'd imagine. But with all of them concentrating in Grancel, that must make it tough to handle any cases in other regions. Yeah, it could be. Oh, I feel like a goose just walked over my grave. I wonder what's going on with Shera back in Rollin. Now that name rings a bell. You wouldn't happen to be talking about Sherazade, would you? You know her? She's our mentor, and she's been a close friend for ages. Okay, makes sense. I met her a long time ago when a case brought her to Calvard. She was fortunate to have a good master working with her from such a young age. Her master? Yeah, probably Dad. Please pardon me. The table for the dinner party has been set. May I show you the way? Sure, I was getting bored with waiting anyhow. Alright, wanna go and eat fancy? Sure, that fight left me starving. Let's go dig in. Come on, you two. It would be nice if you two didn't completely forget your table manners for once. Gotta go eat fancy. This is a dinner party, right? What's with all the empty plates then? Plenty of knives and forks, though. That's because it's a formal dinner. Everything comes out in a specific order, starting with hors d'oeuvres. I hate that word. Hors d'oeuvres. Hors d'oeuvres. Whatever. When it's written like that. No, Can't pronounce it. Hors d'oeuvres. Then use the knives and forks on the outside in. And that's all part of having good table manners. And here comes the anxiety attack. It's really not so bad. It does mean that you get to have some of the finest food available. Manners and etiquette are secondary. Indeed, indeed. I'm told that you're acquainted with everyone who'll be attending. No need to get stressed out. Yeah, I guess that's true. Please don't encourage her. On that note, is the gentleman accompanying you going to be okay with a knife and fork? I'm told that folks from the East usually eat with chopsticks. You've done your research. However, I'm a firm believer in the when a Liberal do as the Liberalians do policy. I'm not especially skilled with them, but I will use a knife and fork. My, how elegantly handled. I'm impressed. You're as much a gentleman as you are a martial arts champion. You flatter me. Boy, he really is a complete sucker for a pretty face. I think he's more being polite than a lech, though. Anyway, His Grace is really late. I wonder what he's up to. Indeed. So if the seat at the head of the table is for the Duke, then who might that other one be for? Indeed. Perhaps it is intended for Princess Claudia. Your attention, ladies and gentlemen. My humblest apologies for the long delay. Presenting His Grace, the Duke. Well then, I must apologise for making you wait so. I'm afraid that I was in a meeting from which I simply could not break away. This gentleman is Colonel Richard, commanding officer of the Royal Intelligence Division. I've invited him here to thank him for his tireless efforts in helping to deal with the terrorist situation. It's a pleasure to meet you all. I was quite gratified to be invited to this occasion by our Honourable Duke. I ask that you pardon my uncouth soldier's uniform and allow me to sit with you.
Onwards to mail.
Thank you for the sub, Pengu. You've got to be kidding! We're having dinner with him? I suspected this might happen, but it's still unnerving. Excellent! Excellent! What say you, Mabel? What do you think of Grancel Castle's master chef? Is his cooking on par with that found in Bose's Antelope's restaurant? Yes, it's quite remarkable. The wine selection also perfectly complements the meal. I almost want to try hiring him away. You're not the first to say such things. And what have you in, wasn't it? Is the food to your liking? Oh, it's excellent. I don't have the words to describe the sense of refinement and depth. I certainly believe I could develop a real taste for Liberalian cuisine, though. Good, good. I'm glad to hear it. And you young bracers? I imagine you've never experienced such fine food in your life before. It's extremely delicious. Far more worthy of being associated with the royal family than the person who invited us. Tact! Indeed, it is a genuine treat. Huh? It's certainly delicious food. And we couldn't miss a chance to attend such prestigious an event as this. Thank you very much for your gracious invitation. Very kind of you to say so. I do finally remember what my butler has been telling me about. We met before during the ruin incident. Perhaps our fates are linked in some bizarre fashion. Yes, sir. Maybe so. Also, did the butler remind you that we saved your life, pretty much? So he'd forgotten all about us until his butler reminded him. Come, let us put social classes and ranks aside for the evening. Food is abundant and the wine flows freely, so enjoy to your heart's content. Your Grace, if we could, I'd like to do as we discussed first. Ah, yes, that's a fine idea. Actually, I have something important to say to you fine folk who represent the kingdom. I use this celebration as a place to make an important announcement. An announcement? And what might that be? I believe I will allow Colonel Richard to explain in detail. Thank you. As you are no doubt already aware, Her Majesty has been in poor health of late. However, she has been recovering and may grace us with a public appearance soon. Ah, that's excellent news. Can we possibly go and check in on her? Unfortunately, she does not consider that to be a wise decision at the moment. Well, in a few days, it seems likely that the terrorist plague in the kingdom will be swept away. In light of that, the Queen's birthday celebrations will be held as originally planned. Well, the citizens will surely be happy to hear this news, and they've been looking forward to it. But surely, that is not all you wish to tell us. Right, if that were all, you could have just sent along a message. Indeed, you are correct. Her Majesty is continuing to recover, as was previously stated. However, given the gravity of her condition, she has also issued a proclamation. Due to her tenuous health, she has stated that she wishes to abdicate the throne and turn over royal authority to her nephew, Duke Dinan. What? Is this true? Joshua, this is... Yeah, the conspiracy finally makes its appearance. I was surprised when Her Majesty first broached the subject as well, but her illness has left her quite frail. But it is only natural. She has ruled the kingdom for 40 years, leading through times of strife and war, all without a husband, might I add. Given that, I wish to relieve her of the stress of her duties following the festival's successful conclusion. As the heir to the throne, the decisions are mine to make. How terrible. Is Her Majesty's condition truly that severe? I'm ashamed that I've never noticed any signs in any of my annual visits.
Isn't this far too serious a matter to discuss what is supposedly a casual dinner? Pardon my rudeness, but this all seems to stretch credulity. I don't actually know how to pronounce that word. It's never been used. Credulity. I know it's like... I'll just yeah. Nix. Pardon my rudeness, but this all seems to stretch credulity.
Mayor Mabel, are you saying that you cannot take his grace at his word?
No, nothing of the sort. I simply mean that as an elected official, I don't understand why the successor to the throne can't be elected in the same fashion.
That's true. If possible, I'd like to hear this directly from Her Majesty. Your unease is quite understandable, but we do ask that you try to maintain your composure and allow us to continue. As mentioned earlier, I believe Her Majesty will give a formal announcement herself during the festival. Could you be persuaded to shelve your doubts until then? Well, the issue is basically this. Once this becomes common knowledge, we cannot know how the citizens will react. This is why we're telling the leaders first, to help stave off any chaos or public disorder before it happens. This was also the decision of His Grace. Well, yes, this is true. Also, the Queen's abdication of the throne will have international repercussions. The other nations on the continent will have their eyes on us, and we must be watchful for any action on the part of the Erebonians. Surely you can see why it is necessary to show unified support for the new king. This is the world in which we are going to be living.
He makes it all sound so rational.
Yeah, he's quite the master manipulator. In other words, the official decree will be given during the birthday celebrations. But you thought it would be best to inform us first so that we could be prepared for any issues that may arise, correct? I'm glad to see that we have an understanding. If this all comes to pass, we're going to find ourselves quite busy.
Yes, and we'll have to announce it to the citizens.
I have a question. I believe that the Duke has a fair claim to the throne. However, is there not another who also has the same right of succession? Well, no doubt you're referring to Her Majesty's granddaughter, Princess Claudia. It is true that she and His Grace have an equal claim to the throne, but it would appear that Her Majesty did not choose her due to her tender age. And I must say, I agree with her wisdom in this matter. I should hardly like to impose such responsibility upon a girl so young. Yes, absolutely. For the time being, I believe it would be best for Claudia to find a fine marriage prospect. Though it is strictly informal, there is already interest from the royal families of a number of other nations. Perhaps a royal wedding could take place as soon as this year.
Oh my.
I understand. If that happens, then we'll have 2 major events to celebrate. I honestly think she's a bit young for marriage. Excuse me, may I ask a question?
Zin?
I don't mind. Speak freely. Sorry to seem rude, but it doesn't sound like the kind of conversation you want outsiders hearing. Particularly a foreigner. So how come you're making this announcement now? That is solely because of the serendipitous turn of events that allowed Bracers to win the championship. We wanted to inform the guild of this in advance as well. I've already discussed the idea of Her Majesty. Gotcha. I guess Libel's military and Bracers are on just as good of terms as the stories say. That is because we lack the military strength of the Empire or the Republic. The harsh reality is that keeping close relations with each other is a must. In any event, do you now understand our intentions? Yeah, alright. We'll pass on what we've learned here to the guild then. Man, I heard some pretty unbelievable conversations in my time, and that was something else. I mean, I'm a foreigner after all, so it's not that big of a deal for me. I bet that was huge news for you guys, though.
Of course it was. I can't believe things have gone this far already.
Huh?
Never mind. But really, what a shame. That food was so amazing and it practically melted in the mouth. Couldn't tell what that last flavour was, though.
Understandable enough. Anyway, did you want to go for a walk to work off some of that rich food, Estelle? Huh?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, I could go for a little bit of fresh air.
You just played tourist a little while ago and now you want to take an after-dinner walk? I sure don't get it. Must be a local thing.
I think you're exaggerating a little bit.
You haven't gone out to take in the sights? There's a lot of historic architecture around here, you know. If the mood hits me, I may still give it a shot. On the other hand, the kitchen may still have some food left over.
You gotta be kidding, you're still hungry?
If you had a blade to my throat, my dying wish would be for some liquor and a snack. I might go and hunt up a bar or something in a little bit. Well, there's technically a bar here, so I guess I know where Zin's going. That was a lot of talking. A lot of politics across the table. And now we know, really, Junan is the puppet. Ah, I needed that war. Off we go then. We know where to go after the dinner now, after all.
Things have gotten serious. We really have to find a way to get in to see Her Majesty.
First things first, we go talk to the head maid Hilda like we promised. She probably knows a way for us to speak directly to the Queen. Fine by me. First things first, and we head straight into their room. The Colonel's points were all very logical and rational, but I believe it'd be best to get the particulars from Her Majesty and Her Highness the Princess directly. Thank you, Owlclaw, for yet another gifted sub. Right, let's get out there. Oh, it's you. What? Yeah, I thought so. You cutting us off? Colonel Richard. Haha, Estelle and Joshua. This is our first opportunity to truly speak face to face, I believe. The last time we saw one another was right after Mayor Delmore was arrested, wasn't it? I'm honestly surprised that you remember us. I realised that we exchanged a few words, but you made quite an impression on me. My curiosity was piqued, so I did a bit of checking up on you. I was quite surprised to learn that you were the children of Colonel Cassius.
How'd you find that out?
Please understand, I'm not trying to show off the Intelligence Division's capabilities. I'm greatly indebted to him for our time together in the army. Indeed, more than words can properly express. Might I persuade you to stay a while and talk? I've been hoping to speak with you two for quite some time now. Huh?
Pardon me, Colonel, but don't you have a meeting with His Grace?
I don't mind being a bit late. Yes. We're going to talk. Why don't we use the lounge inside? I'll mix you up a couple of virgin cocktails. I'll prepare them, sir. No, that won't be necessary. I want you to go to His Grace and inform him that I'll be delayed. Yes, sir. Pardon me, then. Now then, shall we retire to the lounge? Please follow me.
Joshua, what should we do?
I don't see where we have much choice but to follow him. We'll be a little late, but we can talk to the head maid after. Indeed we can. That is, if nothing else is going to happen in the meantime. When your enemy invites you to a drink. I met Cassius shortly after I graduated from the military academy. I was assigned to a mobile unit that was under his command. And since that time, I found myself in his debt again and again, both personally and professionally. He did? And, what did you think of him at the time? To put it simply, he was a hero, and a master swordsman to boot. No matter the scenario, he could find a way to handle any number of battlefronts in every direction. It wasn't just a matter of sheer tactics, he understood and could direct high-level strategy as well. Quite simply, he was a man without peer. If I didn't know better, I'd say we were talking about two different people. So you were with our father during the 100 Days War? Yes, he was my CO. Even now I can still vividly remember the excitement that filled me as we executed a plan that turned the war's tide. Anytime I get to talking about those days, time just runs away with me. But this much I can tell you. If Cassius Bright had not been part of the Royal Army, Labelle would now be part of the Erebonian Empire.
No way. That's kind of hard to believe.
Well, as a hero, he had a knack for doing unbelievable things. He left the army immediately after the war, declining even a medal from the Queen, so few know of his achievements. But inside the army, many soldiers still hold him up as the prime example of what a hero should be.
He never said one word about any of this to me.
Well, it's not really the kind of thing you tell your daughter about. It's not fair to criticize him for that.
Hey, whose side are you on? And besides, why doesn't any of this shock you like it shocks me? Did you already know about all of this or something?
Well, I didn't know that he was Colonel Richard's superior officer. The rest I knew about vaguely.
Vaguely? You're an accomplice?
Hey, calm down. It's not like he told me any of it. I just figured a lot of it out. He told me he didn't feel it was something worth going out of his way to tell others about.
I just don't get it. When he comes back, he is so in trouble.
Please excuse us, we didn't mean to interrupt. No, seeing you like this is actually a bit of a relief. When I found out that your father was intending to leave the military, I desperately tried to stop him. But it seems that by leaving, he did what was best for himself after all. After losing his dear wife, maybe being with you was all that could help him recover.
Colonel Richard.
Now then, I thank you for taking the time to come here. I really can't keep the Duke waiting, so I'm afraid you'll have to excuse me.
Oh, alright. Our apologies for making you so late. Not at all. You both have told me the one thing I wanted most to know. And thus, I have no regrets. Huh? How's that again? I'm sure we'll have a chance to speak again soon. Cassius might even be with us then, to share in the stories. Okay. Who was that man and what has he done with Colonel Richard? What are you babbling about now? It's just that it's weird to hear him talking about Dad that way. I wasn't expecting him to be so, well, nice. True, he doesn't seem all that villainous anyway. Even so, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion that he's got something up his sleeve. But now we should probably put the issue of Dad aside. Yeah, I guess you're right. And I hate to say it, but I think that he might have been playing nice just because he could get something out of it. He's an intelligence officer, so he probably thinks that fooling a couple of kids is as easy as could be. Don't you think that's going a little too far? You might be right. Let me be the one who's mistrustful of others. You should just follow your instincts and believe whatever you think is right. Huh. But just make sure you're prepared for anything. Don't let your guard down. I'd say a bracer's job is pretty much that, in fact. Okay, I got it. I'll keep it in mind. Thank you, Estelle. Thank you? What the heck are you thanking me for? Anyway, we need to go back and see Hilda. She's probably sick of waiting for us. Yeah, she should be in the maid's quarters. Off we go then, and Zin's not here at the bar. Would I like an after-dinner drink? We can make anything you'd like, on and off the menu. Yes, I'll have some water. Can you please make it? Ah, lovely refreshing when you've talked a novel's amount of book story, game-wise dialogue. To the maids. Ah, there you are. I've been waiting for you. You're awfully late, aren't you? Sorry about that. We kind of got caught by Colonel Richard. Did you now? He has some things to tell us about our dad. I don't think he has any idea what we're up to, though. I see. Ah yes, that letter of introduction did mention you and Mr. Cassius's children. I can understand at least some of how Colonel Richard feels. Oh, do you know our dad too? He used to come here when he worked as General Morgan's aide-de-camp. I'm told that he was a school friend of the late princess's, Her Majesty's son. Late prince? Princess Claudia's father? Yes, he was killed 15 years ago in a tragic shipwreck. Would that he was still alive today, none of this would be happening. Huh. But lamenting what might have been is a fool's errand. Evening is fast approaching, we must make our preparations at once. Come on in, Shay. Oh hey, aren't you... Shay, right? Yes, thanks for remembering. You look well, Estelle. Joshua, I've been told of your current predicament. You won't find a more dependable child. She's a great help to us whenever the princess is in the castle. Princess Claudia? That shouldn't pose a problem. Thank you. If you're ready, you should go change into your uniforms. The ribbons and the headpiece are tricky, so I'll adjust them for you. What? What do you mean? Estelle is going to need to dress as one of the maids in order to get into the royal keep. A little playing with the hair and you'll blend right in. Oh, I get it. Uniforms don't allow for much in the way of personalization. That should be ideal for sneaking in. Me in a maid's outfit. I've been wanting to try on one since we first met Lila. Cute, breezy, and easy to move in. Well, if our uniforms weren't easy to move in, they'd make the cleaning much more difficult. I thought so. Well, let's get this sucker on me. Why so excited? I'm glad you're in high spirits, but you need to remember your manners in front of the Queen. You won't have me to lean on this time. Why not? You're changing too, aren't you? Pardon? I mean, he did play the princess during the play at the campus festival. Is there really that much of a difference between the fancy dress and the maid outfit? That's different. It was a play. I can't appear before Her Majesty in women's clothes. Oh, you'll be fine. It's not at all shameful or anything. Besides, you made such a gorgeous princess. Not this again. Cut the jokes, will you? Hilda, Shay, help me out here. Say something. Anyone? I see. That shouldn't pose a problem. Shay, don't you have that extra hairpiece designed for the princess? Yes, it's never been used though. He has that full dark hair, so it would probably look good on him. Hey, hold on a second. Well, looks like a 3-to-1 vote. Majority rules. This way, please. We can use this as a changing room. Wait a minute. I don't remember ever agreeing to changing. Alright. If I have to change, I can do it myself. Shay, you're not planning on using makeup too, are you? Kids these days. Oh my. Ta-da! Haha, what do you think? I think it suits her very well. Such a bright, active maid in training. And after only just coming to the castle too. You certainly have me convinced. And with a hair down like that, no one will ever be any the wiser. Perhaps you'd like to work at Grancel Castle for real when this is all settled? Well, we already work as braces, so anyway. Come on, Joshua, get out here. Has her hair changed at all? No chance I can talk you out of this. Well, none at all. You're just making this take longer. Fine. You're impossible sometimes. Well, it's always frightening how good that looks. Isn't it awesome? It looks better on him than it does on me, and I'm an actual girl. A bit of makeup can make all the difference in the world. I'm sure that would work wonders on me. Please, just say you're done. Well, I suppose so. I'll show you the way to the royal keep. You need to make certain you watch me and learn how a maid handles herself. Yes, ma'am. We're finally going to meet the queen in person. Yes, this is the do or die moment. We just have to stay focused and get to the royal keep. It's hard to take you seriously in that outfit. Well, excuse me. This was your idea. I can't believe you got the nerve to pick on. Sorry, don't get all mad. I'll treat you to some ice cream later, okay? I'm not like you. I'm not obsessed with food. Hey, I'm not obsessed with food. They get along so well, didn't they? We're out of time. Let's go to the royal keep. We've learnt today Estelle's fetish. Right, to the royal keep it is then. We should just mean just walking, right? Do maids walk slower than this? Isn't it just a copy model? I know it's not, because the face, but still. The exact hair is exactly the same as Estelle's. Where am I going again? I've got lost. Help. It's the stairs here. I already know these guards aren't going to move for anyone. And I've just realised something. I don't know how this auto-saves, of course, so if we got the crash again... Best to save before we try to bust through armed guards while cross-dressing. Hilda, what business do you have with your majesty at this hour? I'm bringing some tea and spoons at her request. The current situation means that her majesty is denied the right to even go about her daily life as she wishes, after all. Such harsh words. Who are these maids with you? I don't recognise them. His Grace ordered me to hire on some additional staff to help. They've only just arrived at the castle today. Really now? Hey, you're pretty cute. Thank you. Huh? Why do I get the feeling we've met before? Crap. Do you stare so hard at every young lady you see? I do hope you're not thinking any untoward thoughts. I rather think that His Grace and the Colonel would disapprove. Hey, it's not like that. We're the elite of the Royal Army. We wouldn't do that. All's well then. Now, will you please allow us to pass? Bonus, ladies. Please go ahead. I was expecting that I was talking about the other one comment. Just to always put down Estelle in looks for some reason in this game. Why? Phew, that was intense. Thanks, Hilda. You're a real lifesaver. Yeah, that was really well done. Just glad I could help. Now then, are you planning to change your clothes before going to see Your Majesty? If you prefer, I can just show you the way now. I think I'm okay as is. Boy clothes. Now. You gotta change back though to get out, Joshua. Oh, for the love of... Why are you always so self-conscious? What's wrong with that you had on? It's not an issue of self-consciousness. By the way, Hilda, is this room what I think it is? Yes, it is Princess Claudia's bedroom. But she rarely sleeps in the castle, so the room is all but unused. Huh, no kidding. But I heard that the princess was tending to the queen. I guess that's just gossip then. You'd have to ask Her Majesty for the full details. Her room is on the second floor of the Royal Keep. I'll take you there. Yeah, it really is. Why did people change? They're gonna have to change back anyway to get out again. Just suck it up and go meet her in drag. It's fine. I would. I don't want to try and get back into the frilly stuff again. Dresses are hard to put on, aren't they? They're a lot harder than just normal clothes. What if you got a zip at the back? They're nightmares. I beg your pardon, Your Majesty. I brought the two I spoke of before. This is Joshua and Estelle. Thank you kindly. By all means enter. As you wish. I'll wait for you here. You two go on in. Right. Pardon us. Oh. I bid you welcome. My name is Alicia von Auslies. I am the 26th monarch of the nation of Libelle. I'm Estelle Bright. I'm a junior bracer of the Bracer Guild, and I'm Joshua Bright of the same affiliation. It's a great honour to meet you, Your Majesty. Estelle and Joshua, I've truly been looking forward to meeting you both. I regret that I cannot offer you proper hospitality, but I have prepared some tea. Please have some and relax.